Sorry, guys. I just messed up my hair. So, doing all of the other things, I messed up my hair. There we go. Let's get TikTok running. It'll be fun to remind everyone on TikTok that Moni is here. So if y'all aren't tapping the screen or doing things you're supposed to be doing, she'll just yell at you in the way that apparently you guys seem to like.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just do my own thing. It's okay.
Gosh, stupid ads.
All the ads. Okay.
I'm ready for election season to be over. God.
Oh. The problem is they don't necessarily stop, right?
No, because then they'll pick back up for November, but at least the primary ones will be done.
Oh, I need to move that. There. That'll work. Still floating above your head. Why is that showing yesterday's stuff? I don't understand this sometimes. Hello? Yeah, that's not right at all. Why would you do that to me? Hi, everybody. Oh, I gotta open up that. Sorry, you guys are just seeing my brain in action.
Did you not see my Ethernet melt down today when I started?
No, I wasn't
I was connected to
in there, Jessa.
Wi-Fi, not Ethernet. So that was a fun thing for me to Google and figure out how to reconnect to. Yeah,
That's
his computer does
crazy.
that sometimes.
How do you even? I don't want to know how that happens. So, hello everybody. Let's see if I can't get that stupid thing to start working.
Everybody. Why I had that turned down? My God, my sounds are all over the place today.
All right. So it's Wednesday, and I have to keep reminding myself that it is in fact Wednesday. So feels like a weird day, not going to lie. It's very strange. All right. Okay. There she is. There is Mia. Mia is screening today. So y'all play friendly when you call in. Be over the age of 18 when you call in. If you guys don't play friendly, it's okay. You're just making them laugh.
Yeah, you have fun with that.
Yeah. My call screeners just enjoy laughing. All right? When you guys do that. They do. Both of them. Neely's ready to try it because I think she wants to also enjoy laughing at y'all. It's like you get a little mini piece of the pie of the crazies. I'm sorry you thought it was Friday, Luca. I don't know what to tell you, bud.
Ugh, I wish. It's not, though.
Been meaning to do that for a moment. So there you go. All right. Exactly, Matt. Tell everybody to tap because they like being yelled at here, apparently. I don't know why. All right. Matt's also like, I just don't think I have time for things. In the best way. I know that doesn't always sound like I see things in the best way.
He'll live. He'll be fine.
Not the eye roll. Excuse me, sir. Sir, have you sent your daily heart me in? Yes, you did. Why can't I see your level? Suspicious. God damn. I wish I could make that actually lower, but every time I turn down the volume, it's like Streamlabs is like, and it's back on. I swear.
Yeah, because it has the little volume control because I've used it for mine.
And I've turned it off. I've turned it off and it still does these things. So listen, Matt, TikTok is not always TikTok Studio is not always user friendly. I will say that.
No, it's because they want to be separate from OBS and they just need to partner with them instead. They don't want to do that.
Yeah. Oh my God. I have so many issues. Everyone's like, I want a stream key from TikTok. And I'm like, yeah, I'm trying. They really don't like giving them, especially now. I like how you guys always ask about summer.
Because cats are fine. Cats are just fine all the time.
There's literally a cat on the screen. Ooh.
Ooh.
Thank you, Moose. I love this. I love that sound. No, guys, let's see. Try using a different browser. I can't fucking type. I'm so sorry. All right. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah. It's Safari still. Like I have just for Safari upcoming a total of just by the end of the month, $375 worth of vet bills. So it's
No, it's not fun.
it's not fun. And that's not even including what else no, what else I've already spent. So
No, the last time one of our pets went to the vet, we had to do one of those vet care like
ooh.
credit cards or you pay it like every month.
Oh,
We had
care
to do that.
credit?
Yeah, it was like called
Yeah.
like it was like care credit or like vet care. I can't remember the name of it, but you can do it with like all
Interesting.
sorts of things, but we did it for the vet.
Thank you, Capo, so much for the 10 gifted memberships already starting us off. I do greatly appreciate that, you guys, so much. And Rada, she is. You don't know what scenes she's seen. All right, you don't understand her PTSD.
She's been to Syria. Is she lying?
She might actually have PTSD because she had severe hypertension. So I don't know what she's
True,
seeing.
yeah, poor thing. She might.
She's like, my blood pressure was so high. Boom. Hell yeah. I like D-Lo. Host is also doing her part to ruin America as well. That's it. I'm the problem. It's me. Hi. It's a pleasure
Just
to
you
meet
by
you.
yourself.
It's
Just
just me
causing
by
the
myself.
division.
Yeah. I did it. We've solved it, y'all. We've solved it, y'all. Oh, Neely. Neely. That's a fun number, though. I can do that real quick. Neely with the 555. Not even making it hard for me for a meow or a roar. I don't know why you guys like the little
torturing you with decimal points too.
Yeah, but that one's easy.
Yeah.
Like,
well, for you, I still have to pull out the calculator. It's fine.
I want to question that, but I'm gonna play nice. So I'm sorry for your loss. That's all I got. Hello. Oh, because that's the wrong screen. I'm like trying to move something. I love OBS, guys. Don't worry. It's great. There we go. It's fantastic. Yeah. But if you guys want more roars, it is going to be $10, okay? Gotta do this, yeah. Oh my god, yes. If they partnered, it would be great. What are we partnering on, Yami? What are we partnering on, Yami? Still not working? Hold on. Apparently it's broken.
Oh no.
Huh? All right. Well, it looks like it's going to be Lenati screening then. Oh, okay. So that one is Anonymous just made that a little bit more difficult with this math, but I'll still take it. All right. Why you guys got to do this? You guys like have fun with doing this.
They do. It's cool.
Right. So, you guys ready? Let's math this out loud, okay? Not really. I can't bring myself to math it out loud, but we'll do it this way. Either way, you'll deal with it. That looks right. I'm like, is that correct? I'm literally. This looks right. Nope, I did that wrong. I'm double checking myself. Oh, nope, I was wrong.
Oh no.
I had the change wrong. We're now at 138.67. I don't think that was purposeful. You're scared of women? That really sucks.
Tracks.
I don't know what else to say except that would really suck to be scared of women. Like it kind of it's similar to people that say that they're afraid of kittens. Like what did a kitten do to you? Like but people really are. But people really are. But I did want to show you guys something. Oh, as you guys are coming in on TikTok, friendly reminder, be sure to be double tapping that screen. Send in your daily heart me. Do not be slacking on those tippy taps. I will call you out, and so will Monica. We're already at 22 shares, and I know you guys can do much better than that, so let's do it. Monica will yell at you if you don't hit my live tapping goals. So just be aware. I will rely on
Because I
that
know
one.
you guys can tap, so don't make me put you on your knees to do so. You should just do it.
You're good, Nicolin. I know what you've got going on. You're fine. Also, for everybody else, everyone watching on all the streams, I'll mention this again a couple of times. If you go to the link tree in my bio, the third link down is going to be a GoFundMe to help a veteran and her family pay for a funeral. So if you guys are active duty. If you guys are able to help donate anything that you can, please check out the GoFundMe that is in the link tree in my bio, the third link down. I would appreciate that so much as well. And I know they would as well. So if you guys can help out me or help out her, I don't care which one, just we're trying to help out the community. I have some fun plans coming up for that as well soon. Once it's launched, I will let everybody know what the plans are. And yeah, that's how that's going to go. You guys will see it very soon, and I hope to really boost what I've got coming up soon. It's not related to streaming necessarily, but I think everyone, especially those that are in my Discord, will greatly appreciate it as well. And also, it's something you guys have been asking for. I'm just expanding it more than what people would expect, I guess. I think that's the statement. Yeah. MAGA logic is saying they are the majority blaming a minority. Sound goofy. Oh.
Yeah. But I mean, Ron Johnson said they're not in charge of the Senate.
They're not. Oh my God. Hold on. I actually want to show this. I got to get it pulled up. This just happened. Hello. Don't do that. Whatever. Cool. So this just happened today that Hakeem Jeffries and what's his fucking name? Bill Cassidy, could remember it. A Democrat and a Republican sent a letter to Attorney General Todd Blanche demanding more information on Donald Trump being immune to IRS audits forever and forever.
And he signed on to this letter after he got into apparently a vocal blow up with Trump at the lunch today.
Yes, that was also included there, and I thought that was funny as well. Just like, yeah, that's great, guys.
Cassidy is fed up.
They are. There we go. I think that's better for it. So if you guys are okay with Donald Trump getting complete immunity from ever being touched by the IRS or their entities ever again, call the number on the screen. You'll be able to see it again in a second on there. Okay. I just thought that was hilarious. Yeah. I don't think you guys understand. Oh, Capo's thing's been blocking it the whole time. That might explain it. My bad, guys. I'm a professional.
We have cowboy hats.
Woohoo. Giddy up. Okay. Yes, it's also for his family. Yeah, Trump and his family forever immune to audits or investigations from the IRS,
Yeah.
according to Todd Blanche, which, by the way, he can't legally do. So
Especially because it's a memo. It's just a memo. They're just saying,
yeah,
hey, nobody do it. Like, that's really all they're doing.
yeah. Nobody do it. We can tell you what to do. It's okay. We got this, all of those things. Oh, why did Sir stop using slurs in the chat? Like, I'd rather be this one's interesting. I'd rather be MAGA than a woman with a penis. I do sometimes wonder what it would be like to have one of those.
Yeah, it would be nice for going to the bathroom, I think.
It would be easier than having to sit down or if you're in a public restroom
Hmm.
squatting. You guys, y'all have no idea. That's why they actually made those weird little cup thingies. But I feel like that would be weird because then I would feel it be warm.
Yeah, no, I don't like, yeah. Listen, I've had to go to the bathroom outside before and not great, not fun. Not fun.
No, it's not. It's very weird. Hey, Ford. Um, Hi, Feisty.
But also your guys' like obsession with anatomical body parts probably needs to be studied. It is Pride Month. It's okay.
Oh, Chris
It's
is
okay.
upset that I told Sir to stop slurring, so let's put this up here. Someone said, no one slurred, calm down. Correct. You can't see it, Chris. You want to know why you can't see the comment, Chris? Because it wasn't allowed to go through.
I can see it because I saw view deleted message. I saw it.
Oh my
Shocker.
God, what a concept. It's like you don't know how YouTube works. Y'all are doing great. Women think emotionally, we men think logically. Independent, what's the difference between plural and singular?
And then spell it. Use it in a sentence.
Yes. Yeah, that's always an interesting one.
You're
What is the difference
awesome.
between plural and singular?
Donald Trump has a tarp around the Kennedy Center because he was ordered to remove his name. But sure, yeah, totally not emotional at all.
Oh my God, Matt.
He walked out of an interview with a woman.
Me, gosh, what was it that Jimmy said last night? Where he's talking like Trump is just upset because he's not fucking anymore.
I mean, maybe.
I was like, damn, that's funny. Like, I'm not trying to be mean, but yeah, he's not like, hey, y'all really think that Melania is putting out? She's not, right? Like she's not even there 90% of the time.
I don't think you could pay her enough anymore. She's like, that's not in my contract.
Yeah,
So,
she's like, we're done.
mhm.
This isn't it. But we know who else isn't getting anywhere.
JD Vance. Whose baby is
Yeah.
that?
We'll be real. So let me I think I closed it out, but we'll put it back up. I don't know anymore. If you guys didn't know, JD Vance did like this interview with I don't know who it was, and I still don't care to find out who it was. But this was pretty funny. Also, guys on TikTok, be sure to hit that repost before I play this because TikTok's been weird lately. All right, so I want y'all to listen carefully. This is gonna automatically replay at least once. So I want all of you JD Vance lovers and Donald Trump lovers to listen to this carefully.
And now I'm just all like, I would have 9 kids, but as you know, it takes two to tango. And now I'm just all like, I would have 9 kids, but as you know, it takes two to tango.
So now JD Vance is just putting it out there that his wife does not want him to hit it.
Mm-mm.
I want y'all to ruminate in that.
Well, at least JD Vance understands consent.
Does he though?
Not with the couch, but the couch. But that's a different story.
Does he understand consent?
Oh, we hope so. I think, have you ever seen their interviews? She runs that household.
Yeah, she definitely does. Not like I saw that I shared that clip you played yesterday or this morning with Chris, and it was still so funny to me to see it every time. I think I have
It's the
it
knee packed.
saved. Yeah. Yeah. This is your real manly man, guys. Please tell me how you are straight if this is how you say hi to your wife.
That's right. Today's special reader is my husband, Vice President of the United States, J.D. Vance. Thanks for joining us today, honey.
Of course. Good to see you.
That's right. Today's special reader is my husband,
While it replays
Vice President of the
again,
United States, J.D. Vance.
I want you guys to look
Thanks
at her
for joining us
face
today,
as he
honey.
touches her
Of
knee.
course. Good to see you.
She literally recoiled.
She does recoil when he
She's
reaches
just like,
over.
"Ugh,
Good to
ugh,
see ya.
good to see ya, honey." She's like, ugh. Y'all, these are the people that you like idolize and you want to like see next. Oh, Space Daniel, how does my husband greet me? With a kiss on the lips and a hi, honey, how are you?
Yeah.
Or actually, it's babe, but same diff. Oh, Tony D in the chat really thinks he's doing something there.
So upset.
So upset. Like, this is why y'all make it so easy to and you're spamming it. Don't mute him, guys. Just a reminder, you guys can pay to mute people, but I want to put this in here because this is funny. He wants to do this for a minute, he can. Hey, Bayou. I don't care. It's actually funny. So I gotta find where I saved this over at for this. It's what happens when I don't remember. There it is. Save,
They're
replace.
so upset about our marital status.
They are. Oh, do I not have it ready to go on this one? I don't. Oh, well. I can at least do this. We'll at least put this on the screen. I captured it, right? So you guys can see this. These streamers haven't been touched in years. Proof? Like, are you Jesus? Are you Jesus? Are you in my walls?
How many
you don't know.
years? Because my kids would probably beg to differ.
Well, it's years as in plural.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. But yes, this is what I say when I will absolutely ridicule you in the comments. I'm not going to respond to any of your questions, but I will 100% ridicule you. Like, that's fine. It is quite enjoyable to somewhat stomp on your feelings because you don't have any facts.
But they can't defend Trump, can they?
They never can. Yeah, that's why they don't want to call in, and that's fine. Robe says so many angry white wing incels in chat. Yeah, they are. Which reminds me, guys, I'm gonna play a little side message here, and then there's still more to go over. I hate that stupid little. Anyway.
Do you want someone muted from the chat? Maybe they're spamming, annoying, displaying bot behavior, or maybe they're just a dumb bitch. Well, you can mute them for as little as $5 a day, $20 a week, or $50 a month. Pay links are in the bio.
So, if you're tired of seeing somebody in the chat that is displaying bot behavior like Tony was, Mermaid RE0 on all of the apps. So you can find me there, and it's just $5 to mute someone for the day.
Yay.
Yeah.
Doctor, I'm not going to say the entire rest of your name, but you said, do your husbands have to ask your boyfriend's permission to cook dinner? Yes. They definitely have to give me at least 12 hours notice so I can make sure my boyfriend's not here for my husband to cook dinner, obviously.
We'll give the
You
chat
just have them in the house together? How disrespectful.
Yeah, chat. Tony is so upset. I'll give you a 30-second timeout because I did it. He's very upset, Neely. But we're just seeing what they do. But yeah, so if you are a Trump supporter and you're, for some reason, still supporting him despite everything that's been happening, call the number on the screen. We probably will hurt your feelings. Oh, yeah, there's also that. For just $5 a day, you can help a MAGA chud find his way out of the chat. I've heard it's easier than finding the clit. I added that last part. No one else said that one. Sorry.
Just a little ad lib.
You're welcome. In case y'all needed that. Well, that's totally fair, Emily. And all positive notes, I did teach Emily something, and not to let it go unknown. Emily, what I told you yesterday, and all in, just good learning opportunities, I learned that from an awesome creator on TikTok. Her name is Erin. Surprising, like, funny enough, Emily Erin, E names. So yeah, she was great. I learned that from her. Yeah, it was necessary by you, Barbie, because they really think they do something there. They're really doing, like, when WIN is last time your was touched, cat lady.
Do we need to call medical assistance? Did you just have a stroke?
Yeah, I'm not sure what's happening, but that wasn't an English sentence. So, are you talking? Are you okay? Are you all right? Did you hit the life alert button with your Fallout PFP?
It's fine. You can keep attacking us for being beautiful and knowledgeable. Or you can show that you're more knowledgeable than us. Prove us that you're alpha men. Show us.
Oh no, Kenamaru. See, what it is what I'm doing right now is I made it clear that I will absolutely rag on the people that are too scared to stop typing on their phone screen, hiding behind anonymous accounts, to call into the number. Similar to you, right? And you know what I haven't done though, is I haven't actually begged for money yet. So guys, well, not in the way that you're thinking. I just told someone how to participate in this capitalism, which is by paying to mute somebody, right? That's just capitalism. That's not begging for money. That's just informing people of their options, because it's a service that is offered. I hope that makes sense for you as well. But if you want to see me ask, if you guys want to help support the grift, then please, we have Mermaid RE0 on Cash App, Venmo. You can also send super chats. The super chats don't bring down the monetary goal because that I don't get that for until next month. But everything else does. Well, direct donations do. And that would just help out. It is actually going to a good cause of helping me pay for my upcoming vet bills for my cat that blew a blood vessel in her eye. So
you're awesome.
But no, Kenamaru, I'm sorry you've been here for 2.5 seconds and heard one thing. So yeah. KX said, I ate too much Taco Bell.
Awesome.
Is that dangerous? Kind of. Ooh,
depends on your digestive system.
It really does. Megan sent 10, said dealer's choice ×2, mute whichever two chuds you ladies don't care to deal with today. Just depends on if people are done playing with Devil Dog in the Twitch chat, but we can definitely get Tony D out of here. So I know he commented again. So Neely, if you see Tony D, just go ahead and mute him. Just scroll back and mute because his exorcism was paid for. Is that you or me? It's that windy outside. That's insane.
Oh.
It was just beautiful out. It was just.
It was very sunny out just a moment ago. That's insane. That's just the sound of the wind outside.
My goodness.
You're awesome.
Find a cure. That's not getting read. But you can say whatever you want. I just don't read insults for less than $10. So if you want it to be put on screen, you gotta pay more than that. Love the content. Thanks for being consistent. Well, thank you. I appreciate that as well. I'm working on it, Neely. We do, well, maybe have somebody. Oh my. That's always loud. Cheeky, we're not friends on Venmo? That seems weird.
I don't think I'm friends with like most of my actual friends on Venmo.
I mean, I do end up friend requesting y'all on Venmo. That is true. So interesting. Okay. There are a couple of funny things. Also, like, I hate listening to RFK speak. But this one was a funny one to me because it was like, wait, how is this your authority to do this or decide these things, right? The only thing he can do is refer people over. So we're gonna play this real quick.
If you treat taxpayer dollars as your personal bank account, we will investigate you, we will build the case, and we will bring you to justice. We will find fraud, we will stop it, we will recover taxpayer dollars whenever the law permits, and we will restore integrity to the programs that millions of Americans rely on for their care. If you treat
He's gonna find y'all for fraud, which he can't do because that's not his job.
Also, I saw this clip and I had quote tweeted it and said, "So like Donald Trump?"
Oh, they don't care about that. Or
I know,
wait, since he's
but it's just
specifically
funny.
since he's over HHS and he's specifically talking about Medicaid and Medicare fund, how about oh, I do that all the time. How about Rick Scott?
Yeah.
Or Ron DeSantis' wife?
Yeah.
So how about one of those two people? Is RFK gonna go after them? I'm thinking he won't. I don't think he'll refer anybody.
awesome.
I didn't mean to do that when I was trying to. I clicked the wrong things. There we go. Also, I need to see huge W's in the chat for Cheeky on every single one of the chats for sending $100 directly, saying that she can spare it out of her upcoming Japan trip for a cat. So
For kitty cat. Yay.
I need to see all the chats have W Cheeky. CHIKI. Sorry, IKY. But I don't think she'd complain about the extra I. That seems more Japanese-esque anyways.
The game we play calls her Chaiki, so it's fine.
Chikey? Interesting. I'll have to see that. There we go.
They
Well,
can't
I
pronounce
appreciate
it.
that a lot, Chicky. And Jeff, thank you for the 5. Oh, well, I appreciate that, Jeff, as well. He said, I'm sorry to hear that happen. Yeah, it was crazy looking at her one day and just her having her eye filled with blood. It was very scary. Oh, okay. This one's Spidey senses on, but we'll bring up Jeremy. Let's see how this one goes. Chai Key.
Hello.
Hi, Jeremy. How are you?
Oh, good. You talking to me?
No, I assume there is a second Jeremy.
Okay.
Awesome. Anyways, Jeremy, you're on air with Ari and Moni. How are you doing today?
No, that was weird.
Which part?
All of it. I have to meet you. I need to meet you. I need to meet you. That's what it is, mermaid.
Oh, you're hearing the stream?
Yeah, no, I muted the stream, and then I think I'm hearing, I don't know who I'm hearing now.
Talk?
Okay, I'm hearing you, mermaid.
Okay.
I
So
see lip movement.
all right.
It's just a little delayed because of you were saying it's just junk internet. You know what I'm saying?
It's actually I purposely put it on a slight stream delay. It's maybe delayed by 5
Oh, okay.
seconds.
Hey, that's smart. That's smart work. That's
It's
smart work.
the latency is actually better for my internet and for computer processing. So
I love it. No. I love it. I love it. No, I understand.
awesome. So are you still supporting Donald Trump?
Well, that guy.
That guy.
You know what? When I want to, do I have a little bit of time here? Just a little bit. Yeah, you know what? I do, because you know what? He came down as a character, and he came out as a character, and I think that's always what he was. So I don't support. Well, I think he's doing what he said he would do.
With what?
What's that? Sorry.
With what? You said he's doing what he said he would do. Like, with what specifically is he doing what he said he would do?
As in be an asshole. Sorry, I guess I can't say that. But as in like not like as in have ICE running around doing what they're doing. I think he said that he would support his friends and his family. He would put out
Did he say he would use
cryptocurrency.
his job, his position as president to give them money? Did he say he was going to do that? I don't remember that on the campaign trail.
I think I do. I think that as he came down from if you remember when he came down from the escalator, all that represented everything that you just said. That he would represent all of the bad things that are in society. I think that is what it is. But it was a change from what happened. And I think that's why he got voted in. And that's why I voted for him.
You voted for him in
What's that? Sorry?
2024?
Yeah. I mean, that's why I voted for him, because I was looking for a change.
You were looking for corruption?
No. It wasn't like I didn't see it as corruption. I saw it as a change.
The change being corruption or something else?
No, a change in the status quo.
What status quo was that?
The status quo would be as in, therefore, establishment Democrats that weren't doing things that for people that I thought that it was needed. So I would rather vote for a person that said or I thought that would come down for that. And that's the escalator ride. If you look
Yes,
back, hold on.
That was 10 years ago. I'm talking about now.
Yes, now.
Okay, now. What is he doing that you support right now?
Wasn't he doing the support right now?
Yes.
You know what? He's still standing. I mean, in every way, he's still standing.
So the fact that he just is walking around, that's all it takes?
As a voter, is that what you're asking, or what are you asking?
Yeah, like, is that all it takes? Is that he's just
is that
up
the
walking
baseline?
around?
Well, I think that's what it takes with a lot of voters. Yeah, he's still walking around. I mean, he's 80 years old. He's still walking around. Yeah, I think that's all it takes. Sometimes,
Barely.
you know.
He doesn't walk in a straight line anymore. I don't know if you've ever seen that. He's barely
Well,
staying upright.
but he is 80, and I'm not trying to interrupt anybody. Go ahead.
Nope, you're fine. You can go.
Oh no, it's a little delayed here because I'm trying to watch on the screen, and I would like to hear from Mermaid, but I can't hear Mermaid.
Oh, no, I'm here. I just didn't have
Okay.
anything to add for the moment, but I was the one who said, so you just like the fact that he is up and walking, which is. So is it just vibes?
I mean, that's weird. I think that is. Sorry, go ahead. You're talking, so I see.
I would advise you to stop watching us on the screen and just pay
Okay, I'm gonna
attention to the
stop it
phone call.
and take the phone call. All right, it's down. It's done.
Fantastic, because you can always go back and watch yourself later if that's what you want to
Yeah,
do.
yeah, yeah. I'm not even watching myself. I was trying. Okay, go ahead.
No worries. Yeah, so like what is there something specifically that Donald Trump has done so far since he's been president that makes you still want to support him?
Well, okay. The way he is not a establishment character. He's not like a Jeffries or a McConnell or anybody who is like just like or just in your face with I'm gonna just stay in here and I'm gonna do nothing. You know, that's where I
Why is
support
that
Donald
better?
Trump. What's that? Sorry.
Why is that better? Him coming in and doing nothing, and he's not doing nothing. He is just corrupting our system and making money hand over fist. I don't see how this is better.
Well, what I'm not saying is the persona.
So vibes, like, okay, what makes somebody a part of the establishment?
Part of the establishment.
Yeah, because you said he's not a part of the establishment. So let's pull on that one
No,
for a second.
no. Well, okay, yeah, I did say that. As far as what I'm saying is the establishment, as in he's not part of the old guard. Does that make sense?
No, I need you to be more specific.
Well,
Right now you're talking
can I
in
be?
vagues. I want
Can it not
specific.
be any more specific than the old guard?
Yeah, that's not very specific. What would make
Okay.
someone a part of the old guard then?
Nancy Pelosi.
What makes Nancy Pelosi a part of the old guard?
It is old guard of, I think, and this is my take. It's the old part of being a liberal or that type of take. Okay, so there you go. So come on, go at me.
Wait, so you're a part of the old guard for simply being a liberal?
N- No, no, absolutely not.
Oh, okay. So
No.
then what makes somebody a part of the old guard? How is Nancy Pelosi a part of the old guard if it's not about being liberal? Because that's just what you just said.
Okay, and I think that was a mermaid that said that. I don't know, but either way, so that would be my statement is that the old guard would be part of the capitalist system. Okay.
Donald
All
Trump
right,
is a
that would be-
part of the capitalist
Sorry?
system. Donald
Go
Trump
ahead,
is a
sorry.
part of the capitalist system.
Yeah, but he's
Yeah.
not. He's not. And
He
let me
is.
pick him apart. But let me pick him apart. No, I'll tell you why he's not.
Okay.
Okay? Can I do that without interrupting?
Sure, as long as you also explain to me during this how a billionaire cannot be a capitalist.
How can a billionaire not be a socialist? Now, I'm going to explain it to you how. Because he socializes with his friends. He socializes with who built the reflection pool that is just fucked up. Messed up, sorry. They just messed up.
The
It was
United
it
States
was
taxpayers?
yeah, exactly. That's socialism. Okay, so then guess what? It's family money. It comes all off of socialism. Okay, the richest people in the world come off of socialism. He's a
No.
complete socialist.
What is socialism?
Socialism is when we socialize and we well he is not he is well he socialized didn't he socialized but he socialized in different
Stop.
what's all right go ahead sorry
Nothing. You're trolling us. You have to be.
I'm not trolling you. Can I not be a can I not be this person? No, he is a troll. um Elon Musk is a troll.
We're not talking about Elon Musk.
I know
Yes.
we're talking about the oligarchy, aren't we?
Did I move over to the oligarchy, or I thought we were still just talking about Trump?
He is what? Part of our oligarchy.
I mean, yeah, he is.
Sure.
I would agree with that.
I mean,
His whole
so I mean,
cabinet
so
is.
this all connects. So it's not so far away, is it?
Well, oligarchy, socialism. Like, not. That's why I asked you to define socialism, and you defined it by saying socializing with people. That's not what socialism is.
Yeah, so
No,
interesting.
socializing is socialism. Let's take it there.
No, it's not.
You know what I connected. You knew what I connected.
No, I don't, because socialism is an economic system, which is what I was asking you to define.
And I just defined it with how he is social with puts together socialism. Now, how will I break it down with the tax system that he utilizes to rip people apart, to make sure that his friends, which they're social together, which moves into socialism, which takes the tax dollars from everybody else and makes the tax deals with everybody else and puts them together, and then he calls it capitalism, but it's all socialism because they all benefit because they're all rich.
That's why I asked you to define socialism, because no.
Sounds
And I
like he's
just
just
did.
talking about the bourgeoisie. Like,
I mean,
Yeah.
did I not? Did I not do it though?
No, you didn't, because socialism, just so everybody knows, because it's going to hurt my soul if I do not explain it to people, socialism is when the workers own the means of production.
yeah, another form of socialism is if the government owns the means of production as well. But like, neither of these things are true right now.
Okay, and can I interject too?
You can try.
Okay, no, I just did interject because the highest people. Okay, so all right, let's look into let's look into SNAP programs and all that stuff. Oh no, people on SNAP benefits and all that kind of stuff, and all that stuff is all the problem for everybody, right? Oh no, people are going to get a little food, people can get all that, but the highest people that take the most tax dollars and take the most tax cuts are the people that are the highest.
Guys, there's got
And
to
that
be a
works
better MAGA to
on
call in.
socialism.
Like,
Correct or not?
That's not socialism. That is the oligarchy that you're talking about, that all the richest people at the top get the most government welfare contracts, tax cuts. Yes, that's capitalism. That's actually crony capitalism.
Right. But that is, they don't call it, but it is socialism.
It's not.
that you've already said the
I
correct
don't,
word. It's
I don't agree
socializing.
with it. I don't agree with it. I didn't have to say I agree with it. But it is. It is.
It's not. Like,
Ah,
which part of
okay.
Monica's definition of socialism did you not understand?
Okay, can you define again, please?
Socialism is when the workers own the means of production. It's when you own, as a worker, you own your own labor. Your job doesn't get to decide how much your labor is worth. You decide that for yourself. That would be socialism. We do not have that in this country.
Okay, and I agree.
Okay, well, that's socialism. So we don't have socialism.
Awesome.
No, but we do have socialism because if you go into the firefighters and your police officers and your airports and your sports stadiums, they're all social paid places.
No, though they are taxpayer funded, but that is still a capitalist system that is taking in tax money and using it for the benefit of the United States. What I think you're
But that is
trying to
what
talk about is some sort of wealth redistribution, which would be more so like communism, not socialism. But even then, that's not quite what we have. Those are called social programs, not
Yeah.
socialism.
right. But it comes all into socialism.
No.
Medicare and Medicaid, what do we call it?
Social programs.
Okay, social programs, which are funded by what?
Taxpayer dollars.
Okay, thank you. That's socialism.
Cool. How do we own the means of production?
The means of production are from us.
No, how do we own the means of production?
I just said the means of production are from us, are from our work and our backs and our sweat and our blood.
I said, how do
Right.
we own
That's
it,
how.
though? No, that's not how we
We own it by
That's
unionizing.
That's our labor.
We own it by unionizing.
Oh,
Is every
Okay.
industry unionized?
What?
Is every industry unionized?
No, but it should be.
Ah,
right. So
okay.
then that's not exactly. That is not full socialism. Our economic system
I
is
didn't
not.
say full socialism. That was never ever what I said.
You described it as what
Mercy.
Donald Trump is doing when it's not actually.
I
Like-
did not say what Donald Trump. No,
Yes, you did. You
no,
said because he's socializing.
no.
that it's
Okay.
socialism.
You-
all right,
you said
I
that
think
he
it's time
wasn't- you said that he wasn't a
mermaid talks.
capitalist.
I'm gonna let. Well, no, I'm not gonna let. I don't need to let. She's a full-grown female. You talk. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah. So you said Trump wasn't a capitalist, and you were going to prove that he was a socialist, and then we've gone down this whole thing. See, you could have semi gotten with it if you had explained how Donald Trump invested government funds into Intel and Nvidia stock.
Mhm.
That is one method of socialism that I was explaining earlier, where if the government owns the means of production. But that's it. That's as close as he gets.
And even that, I could make an argument that that's nationalism and fascism, but it's fine.
Yeah, it is. It's going down a weird
Mhm.
path. I do agree.
Okay.
Depends on how it gets used.
Can I talk now? No. Okay. Mermaid, stop. No, that's a weird stop. Okay. So, all right. So, mermaid, I understand what you said. So, Oreo. I think that's what I should say. Oreo. Okay, but it's all social because he has enriched his family, which is social, his friends, which are social, his friend, which messed up the pool, the pool. It's all social. And everything, all the contracts, the government contracts, which are paid by tax dollars, are social. Tax dollars come in from social. It's all social.
Using that to enrich himself and his buddies is crony capitalism. Even though he is
But
funneling
it's social.
taxpayer dollars, into said things and said people, that is crony capitalism.
Okay, but it's still social.
How is it socialism?
How is it social? Because you socialize with people. It's like if I gave you a deal
Okay.
and I
So
gave
it's just I just want to be clear. It
Mermaid
is
Oreo
I just
a
want to
deal,
hold
it's all a deal.
on. I just want to be clear. What you understand socialism to be is just socializing with other people and money being involved. Does that summarize it?
Well,
Is it
you know
just
what?
social if it includes other people?
No, Mermaid, you know what? Sorry, go ahead.
Is it just socialism because it includes other people?
Yeah, because that's socializing, right?
Okay.
Okay, you get me?
Yeah. No, I don't.
Yeah.
Jeremy, just out of
Who does
curiosity, Jeremy, just
it?
out of curiosity, have you partaked in spicy water tonight?
No.
How about some leafy
You know what?
green?
You know what? My spicy water. And you know what that is? Like
Moonshine?
Tesla says, you know what my spicy water is? Like Tesla says, energy, frequency, and astrology. That's what I've partaken in.
Astrology? Okay.
Did you check your horoscope this morning?
Energy, frequency, and astrology. Yeah, I
So
have.
wait,
Awesome.
hold on. This is a good point. Thank you, Keg.
Yeah,
Kai.
I
Thank
have
you, Kai.
energy, frequency, and astrology. So
That's fine. That's
what are we
fine.
going for now?
Nothing. I don't know what your horoscope is. I'm not gonna ask. But so do you
Okay.
think corruption is socialism then?
Oh no. Well, yes, if you want to really break it down to the definition of it, yes, because it takes more people than one to do corruption. Now, doesn't it? Now you can't. Are you gonna argue with that?
Yeah. Um,
Okay, what to do
Jeremy,
corruption? It takes more than one.
Jeremy,
No, what? Am I
I
wrong?
that's socializing. I hope you're I
It
hope you have a
is
good night, man.
socializing. I said it was socializing. That's my point.
Is
To make
socialism
corruption,
hold on.
we can all. Hey,
Hold on.
we
One
can all
second.
be.
Calm down.
Sorry.
Does
Okay.
socializing mean the same thing as socialism?
Yes, it does.
Have a good one.
That's what I said.
I can't.
Oh, that's great. I love that.
I make my own spicy water, guys. My spicy water is this.
I mean, they removed the regulations, so you can now.
Yeah, that's true. You guys go. Yeah, we were engaging in socialism just then because of him.
Just now. All three of us just
All three of us.
socialisming it up.
Oh, mercy. Okay. Have a couple of thank yous. Thank you to Bishop for clearing the goal. Gina for sprinkling on top. Dean also for sprinkling on top with the reminder about the government investment
You're
into
awesome.
Intel and Nvidia. And I think I already said thank you to Jeff, but I'll say it again because he said love you and Moni. And I think I didn't meet.
Mhm.
I think I missed that part, so we'll add that in there. How can you be a Jeremy hater after that? J names are red flags. So
This is true.
I'm gonna point that out there. So are names that start with R.
I say. That's absolutely true. Husband.
It's like no hate on no hate on well, sort of. But
All the hate.
All the hate?
No,
Okay.
it's fine. It's fine.
all the hate. Specifically Ryan's seem to be a problem, at least in my
Oh, no.
experience. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. But we do have two other people waiting, and yeah, thank you, Kai for the that one. That was funny. And Frost King said he is the embodiment of I love the poorly educated. Yeah, it was not great. And gotta go back to work. That was funny. Well, thank you, Jaw. I appreciate that. So thank you guys so much. And yes, you guys can continue to work on the goal if you choose to. Well, the goal is cleared out, but anything extra just helps. And thank you guys. You've now guaranteed that Moni and Mia get paid for their labor tonight. So I appreciate that as well. See, this is actually socialism. So
Yes.
I-
Crowdfunding.
crowdfunding and making sure people's labor does not go on for free. They take a part of the investment basically. And we have Ender in Washington. Ender, you are on air with Ari and Moni. How are you doing?
Pretty good. How about you?
Doing well. Are you still supporting Donald Trump?
I am, and to kind of give you a background, I've been a Democrat for many years, and in the last decade, the Democrat Party kind of just lost me. And to be upfront, like I'm not trying to be like confrontational. I'm not a big debater guy, but I genuinely want to hear your opinions, and it sounds like you want to hear ours. So I'm down for a friendly conversation. And I apologize if you hear my daughter crying in the background. I just picked her up from daycare. So
Okay, no problem. What's Donald Trump done so far that's earned your continued support?
well, one of the things that's been kind of crazy, I have 3 kids, and I live in Washington State, and I support a lot of the social programs and things that go on in Washington State that we need to, for people. One of the things I don't support is this whole trans agenda, with, I'm white. I think I'm your stereotypical white guy. I'm in the military up here. Just like I'm a poster boy for the white boy, right? But it's gotten to the point where we looked at the metrics that the government, the actual city of Olympia, actually pulled, and those metrics said that in a 3-year span, trans and everything like that spiked by 200%. People that identified as trans spiked by 200%.
Where is that data
And a
from?
lot of my friends that have kids as well that are in the system have all their kids have started coming out as trans, whereas before there was no implication of it whatsoever. And so it like to us as parents, it kind of like it starts to look like they're doing this for attention because some of these kids are, not, let's just say they're not socially developed like they should be, My kids haven't had that problem. Thank God. I don't try to shelter my kids at all. I let them view the world and make their own decisions. But one of the things was this whole trans push, and seeing Trump kind of rally against that. And
Who was it being pushed by?
I'm sorry.
Who, you said this trans push. Who is it being pushed by?
Mostly, the representatives of the Democratic Party. Name
me. Sure.
I live in Olympia.
That's great.
And
Name me a Democratic politician that has pushed forth legislation promoting transing people.
Bob Ferguson, the governor.
And what was the piece of legislation that he put
transing,
in?
Not for pushing transing, like, hey, we're gonna, transform,
That he passed inclusive legislation that allowed people to be people and identify as they are.
I don't care what you identify. Like, I don't have a problem
because you brought it up.
Like,
yeah,
you can identify
sir,
anything you want. I don't care.
You
live your life.
Ender,
but the moment that
Ender,
you take bedroom,
pause. But you literally just did. Yep. Transgender people, that's what it is. It's their identity, right? And so you saying that I don't care how people identify, well, now you're lying because this was your issue that you brought up. So you do care about how people identify. There's also zero statistic out there that I can find that would be a peer-reviewed study that shows that people identifying themselves as transgender has increased by 200% or whatever percentage you gave. I'm sure I could find that on some right-wing outpost or whatever.
No, it was actually part of one of the census things that, not like the actual census. It was like some kind of poll and study done in Olympia. My wife works
I looked it up with the term Olympia specifically in it, and I didn't find anything.
I'd have to reference the thing. Like I said, I'm not a debater. I don't come with like sources, and I'm not talking about straw men and all that stuff. I'm just giving my opinion as to why I feel the way I do and why I feel like
right. But there's this thing that me and Audie,
I was disenfranchised.
That's great.
by the other agendas,
I'm sure.
Right.
There's this thing that me and Audie don't do, and we don't talk about feelings. I do not care about your feelings. I care about what you can prove, because that means that your feelings are based upon things that you have not read about. I guarantee you do not know enough about this subject to be speaking in the way that you're speaking about it.
I know enough that I don't want my kids exposed to it in school, that I think that bedroom politics and how people identify should stay out of school.
They're not being
That's
exposed.
incorrect
They're
because
being
it
taught
was
how
in
to
my
utilize
children's elementary school.
pronouns. They're no, prove it. What's in your
Prove
children's
it.
elementary school?
The Pride Month celebrations and everything. Like, why are we
That's
doing
almost
that?
everywhere. It's a
Why are we
flag
doing pronouns in elementary school?
because
Like,
pronouns
why
are
is
a
that
part of the
thing?
English language.
We've always taught pronouns, by the way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pronouns are part of the English language. Don't get me started on them and they. All right, but anyways,
Yeah,
I'm not trying to
It was
like
used,
get
yes,
into an
as
argument
early as
about it.
the.
I'm
Hold
saying
on,
this
no,
is my
this is for
viewpoint, right?
educational purposes. As early as the 16th century, authors were using they them in a singular fashion.
Which, because I don't know about you, Monica, but if I find somebody's item that's been left behind and I don't know who it belongs to, when I'm turning it into like lost and found, I say, hey, somebody left their wallet because I don't
Right.
know who they are.
Correct.
Okay, cool. Grammar.
Okay.
Neat.
Yeah, it's English
what I'm
Exactly,
trying to
language.
grammar.
get
That's why
is
it's being taught.
I'm not
Exactly.
trying
No,
to
you
get
said it,
into
Ender.
semantics
Ender,
about
you just
grammar.
said
I'm
it.
talking about
But you
I'm
slightly
not talking
are
about semantics and
because it
grammar
is.
and the
So
pronouns.
no,
Grammar
Ender,
is for pronoun.
pronouns have always been taught. What you are currently rebelling
Neat.
against,
Yeah,
they've always been taught, right?
that's
But what
cool
you
and
are
all.
stop, hold on,
But why
one
are we
second,
talking
Ender.
about
I will. I'm
letting?
getting to that. I'm
Why are
getting
we
to that
talking
right
about
now. Hold
letting
on.
my kids?
Pause. They're not talking about letting your kids do whatever they want, which you should be
Mhm.
able to let them do as long as it's not dangerous, okay? But what they are teaching right now that you are rebelling against for some reason is acceptance of people and who they are and their reality. Like you are pushing back against acceptance right now. You are rebelling against empathy for other people, which to me is a very strange thing for anyone to do, that you would push back against acceptance. Do you know what Pride Month is in remembrance of?
I don't study Pride Month. I told you I don't. I'm not like
I'm not
I'm
asking
an
you to study.
average
That's
dude.
why I'm asking you a
I'm not.
basic question. Do you know what it is in
No, I don't.
remembrance of?
What is it's representative of acknowledging people's sexuality
No,
and
it's no, it's not
acknowledging
about
and accepting them
sexuality. It
for who
has
they are.
it's not about
It's
sexuality. It's
literally
in
gay.
remembrance.
It's
It's
literally
in
LGBTQ and acceptance of LGBTQ
acceptance. Yes,
stuff.
but it's
Like
in Pride
yeah,
Month is in
that's what
remembrance
Pride
of
Month
a
is about.
no, it's in remembrance of a particular event that has occurred in United States history that rocked
Okay, I
that
didn't know that.
community. Yes.
Yes.
This is about history. This is about acceptance, similar enough to how we have Black History Month, Latin History Month, Indigenous American History Month. We have all of these history months because something has happened to those communities and we don't want them to be forgotten. In particular, when it comes to Pride, it's about the Stonewall riots.
Oh yeah. Okay, I remember that. Yeah.
Okay. So why are you so against your children being taught to accept other people?
So here's the thing. I'm not, because my best friend, like my brother from another mother,
And
is the most
token.
leftist dude. Like he's the most leftist dude, and he's gay. He's gay. Like I don't have a problem with people being
Okay,
gay. I don't have
you
a
do.
problem with people
Ender,
being
let's try
trans.
this. Hold
But
on.
what I'm
Let's
trying
try
to get to
this.
the point
Hold
is
on,
I
Ender.
don't want my
Ender.
kids being subjected to sexual things.
They're not
They're
being
not.
subjected.
True.
If
They're
they're being
not.
subjected, call 911,
literally
call the
had-
cops. Sir, if they are that what you're talking about right now would be tantamount to child abuse or even CSAM. So what if someone is being subjected, especially children, to sexual material, you call the cops and report it, sir. If you haven't done that, I'm sorry, you're just lying out your ass. But what I want to
Well,
ask you
no,
now
I'm
is
not.
you
I'm
you
not.
brought
If
up
you look
you
at
brought
if you
up
look at
you brought
Chambers
up you brought up you brought up your friend who
Olympic
is
View
gay.
Elementary School.
Hold, sir. You brought up your friend who is gay. Does your closeness or your close proximity to your gay friend negate your ability to be hateful to that community?
Negate my ability to be hateful. I'm never hateful. I don't hate people. I just don't want my kids exposed to a certain topic at a certain age. and that's it.
Then homeschool them.
That's
If
I
you're
don't
so
think
offended
I
by
don't think my kids are
acceptance,
mature enough at that age to comprehend
To
the
learn what?
trans
Because
agenda.
so this is why we sure.
it's not an
This is why
agenda.
we talk about comprehensive education. Comprehensive being they learn specific things at specific age groups because of what they are able to digest. All that a child in kindergarten or preschool would be learning about the LGBTQ is that Timmy has two moms, or Timmy has two dads, or Timmy was raised by his grandma instead of his mom and dad. That's it. That's all they would be learning. Nothing more than that. It would depend on your age group.
Yeah, but that goes deeper because
It doesn't.
I've had conversations with my son where he comes home from school, or he came home from school. He goes to a different school now because of this.
Uh-huh.
He came home from school and he's like, but why do they like other like why do men like other men and why do women like other women?
And what
And
did
like
you say?
how does that work? And I don't.
And what did you
I
say?
like. I'm like, man. I told him I was like, that's not really a conversation that we're going to have at the moment. I think that we need to have that conversation when you're a little older, when we talk about the birds and the bees, that kind of stuff. Because I don't.
Have you ever
wanna go,
watched
Sure.
The Last
he doesn't
Airbender?
he
Do
doesn't
your
understand
kids
the
pause
basics,
for a second?
right?
Pause for a second, because you're conflating something extremely. Have you ever watched The Last Airbender? You and
Yeah,
your
I love that show.
kids? Yeah. Have you watched the second
Yeah.
season or the second?
But
I don't remember the sequel.
I watched the original with the Nickelodeon one with my kids.
Yeah. Did you watch the sequel with the woman Airbender?
I did not know that there was one.
Have you watched Modern Family?
No, I have not. No.
Legend of Korra. Thank you. Have you seen Legend of Korra?
That sounds familiar, but no, we've never watched it. We watched the original Airbender.
Well, I
My
guess you
kids
shouldn't
love
watch
Appa.
it because the lead Korra is a
I know Korra
lesbian.
from.
I guess
I
you
know-
shouldn't show it
wasn't
to your
Korra one of
kids
the main
because
characters in
Korra is a
Airbender?
lesbian. So I want you to go ahead and say now that you're not going to let your kids watch The Last Airbender, The Legend of Korra, because Korra is a lesbian and that's going to confuse them.
Also, but
If
what's the age rating on that show?
Pretty sure it's E10.
But if your
I don't
son
have a computer in front of me. You
came
guys
up to
do.
you, sure. If your son came up to you and asked you, why do men like women and how does that work? What would be your response to that question?
I would
Oh,
be the
damn,
exact
I'm
same.
good.
Like at 7 years old, I
Why
don't need
7?
to be having a
No,
talk. A talk.
Exactly, which is why it's comprehensive. Because you would not have that conversation with your 7-year-old. The school would not
But why
have
is
that
if I'm
conversation
not
with your
having that
7-year-old.
conversation, why is the
Hold
school
on.
trying to?
What you're talking
They're
about
not.
is
It's
sex.
acceptance.
What you're talking
They
about
are,
is sex
because I had to
education.
sign paperwork. I literally
what?
had to sign paperwork as a waiver for them to talk about certain subjects, and I refused to sign it. So
Cool.
yes,
And then
it
your
does
child
happen.
is not taught that. That's great. That is parental consent. Then your child is not taught that. That is the same with sexual education when they hit whatever age they do it now. I know I was like 11, I think like 6th grade when they
7th
did the
grade for
sexual
me.
Yeah.
like
6th grade
sexual
sounds
education.
sounds
And my
reasonable.
parents had to sign off on it.
Yeah, 6th grade sounds reasonable. I mean, that's what I went through in
Sure.
like the early 2000s,
Sure.
right? But like I'm not in disagreement with you there. I'm talking about, why does it matter in elementary school?
It doesn't. And
That-
nobody's
like,
teaching
and that's
that in
just one
elementary
reason,
school.
right? That's just one
All
reason
they're
I support
teaching,
Trump.
nobody's
Like-
teaching that in elementary school. All they're saying is that women can like women and men can like men, and that's it. It's not sexual. You are making it sexual. It's not sexual.
Yeah. Because I'm certain that there's going to be at least one child in your kid's school who's being raised by a same-sex couple.
Or their grandma, a different
Yeah,
family
and I don't have a
structures.
problem. Like I said, I don't have a problem
You
with that.
do.
I just
Because-
don't think
because these would
the
be-
topic
no,
should
no.
be broached at all.
It's
don't think the
no,
topic should be
because it's
broached at all in elementary
acceptance.
school.
Because what are you
Do you-
going to do when your child goes and stays the night at the same sex couple's house and only sees 2 men or 2 women in the house and comes home and says, "Hey, Dad, why does Timmy's house have 2 men but there's no mom. They have two dads. And why do I have a mom and a dad? Like, what are you going to
Then
do
we'll
when
talk
that's
about that. We'll talk about that when we cross that
that's the
bridge. But
same thing
I
that
don't
he's
want
just
Sure.
asked
the
you.
fact that
That's what he's asking you. So you would respond, a good response to that would be like, families look different. They have two daddies. That's it. That's the end of the discussion. I've had these discussions with my kids and they go, okay, mommy, and they move on. You're telling me you don't want your kids subjected to it. Do you allow your kids to watch Disney movies?
yeah, they watch Disney movies.
Which ones? Which
We're a
ones?
regular family. I don't
Which
know,
ones?
Disney Plus. Like they also
Yeah,
have
I
like
know.
my
Like,
old
what do
VHS
they
tapes.
watch?
Like
Tangled?
it,
Is Tangled one they watch?
say those again.
Tangled? That's the one about Rapunzel.
I think my daughter watched that like years and years ago. She's 14
Okay,
now.
why would you
15
subject her
now.
to that? That they have a relationship in that. They end up kissing at the end. Do they watch The Princess and the Frog?
I'm sorry. Say that again. My daughter yelled.
Did they watch The Princess and the Frog?
Yeah.
Okay, why would you subject your child to that? They kiss at the end of that. They have a relationship. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, for some reason, it's fine when you do it with heterosexual couples, but it's not fine if they see it with the LGBTQ. And again, that is not being shown in schools.
Which also, the Princess and the Frog would technically be worse because they're kissing animals, and that's
Yeah,
weird.
she did kiss a frog. This is true.
But
Yeah,
it's
but that's
cute.
so ingrained in fantasy storytelling
Because it's
by
a
this
story.
point with
Exactly.
princess
Because it's
kissing
a story.
frogs
I
and stuff.
agree
Yeah,
with
it
you.
is whatever.
Yes.
Like it's
Sure.
semantics.
But you could
Like
talk about Snow White and
what I'm
Sleeping
trying to
Beauty. They
get
kiss
at.
How
them
about
without consent.
Bluey? Yeah, that's weird
Yeah.
too. How about Bluey? Have you played Bluey for your kids?
No, not. I think they've watched a couple episodes, but not anything substantial.
Oh, okay. Well, that also has LGBTQIA plus representation in it.
That's cool, neat. Like what I'm trying to say is, my views are that at a certain age, I just shouldn't have to field those questions. And if I do have to field those questions, it should be something that me and my wife broached with the kids, and not
Nope.
something that the school
Because
brought up.
that's not how that works, because now you're asking your children to be blind to the world around them, right? Because they are always going to see a family eventually when you go out and about, right? That looks different from your family, and they're going to question it, especially if they see 5 families where there's a mom and a dad, and there's 2 families where it's 2 dads or 2 moms. It's literally your job as a parent to answer the questions as they come up instead of being dismissive.
Yeah.
In the way that
So
you are, where you're teaching them, where they have to now hide questions from you. You saying, like, no offense, like, I don't know if you remember being a kid or not, but you telling your child what we should have that conversation with your older makes them think that maybe they can't come to you with every question, and then they start hiding things from you.
Yeah.
we've never had that problem, and
I'm sure you
one of the
have, you
things
just
is
don't know
the
it.
thing is, I told you, I
That's
live
the
in
best thing
Washington. I
about being a
live in
kid.
Olympia. I live in Olympia. It's like the hotbed for pretty much everything that's happening right now. And we've gone through the riots. We went through the whole 2020 riots here. What I'm trying to say is, if my kids are exposed to it and they ask a question outside of school, then hey, cool, they'll ask a question. But the thing is, they never have. They've seen dudes wearing in dresses and beards and things.
Exactly.
They don't ask me
Because
questions.
kids don't
They go,
care.
th-
I know, because kids
they
don't
just
care.
literally, they just blaze
So
it.
what?
They just
So no,
blaze it.
actually, Ender, what that tells me is your kids have overheard you having these type of conversations with I don't know who, and so now that they've heard you, the adult in their life, questioning the acceptance or the existence of somebody that is non-conforming to what your reality of normal is, right? What your perception of normal is. So now they're asking you, "Hey, Dad, this is their thought process. Dad, I don't see you accepting this. So why is another adult saying that this is an okay thing to me?" Right? Because they've heard you.
There's different people.
Children listen all the time to their parents. And when you say bigoted stuff or something that pushes somebody away to the point that you don't want to be accepting of another individual, your kids pick that up. And they learn from that. And they ask, well, why does one adult see it differently than dad. Let me ask dad to find out. Well, dad just dismissed my question. Therefore, my question must be wrong and shouldn't be answered.
I mean, that's a lot of assumption there, but I mean, I get your train of thought. What I'm trying to say is,
And your kids
it's
are listening to
literally
you right now.
no, you're on a headphone.
They can hear you speaking.
No, they can't. I'm in my bedroom with my 5-month-old daughter that doesn't understand English.
I guarantee you she understands English. I guarantee she understands baba or bottle or milk. I guarantee you she understands that.
Okay, semantics. She has no idea what I'm talking about right now. Come on. It's like, I'm
But
not
if you
getting into the
continue, but if you
nitty-gritty little
continue,
semantics. What I'm
but
trying to
if you
say is that
continue
I have
to
a very
speak that
basic
way
viewpoint.
around her, if you continue to speak that way around her, she is going to pick up on it long before she can verbalize it.
I mean, my kids pick up more from their friends that rally against this stuff at school, more than they pick it up from me and my wife ever.
Yeah.
Why
Like,
does
I've
the other
heard
kids
my
are
son
repeating their
come back.
parents?
I've had to
Yeah.
actually correct my son.
I'm
because
sure you never have.
he's come back and from school and be like, yeah, that guy's really just gay. And I'm just like, bud, hey, we're not like talking like that. That's not something we're gonna talk like. And I
Father of the year.
I had to get on to him about stuff like that. Like, that's not acceptable. I don't accept that kind of like speech in my house. I don't expect that kind of hate in my house. It's literally simple for me. And no matter how you throw it or the assumptions of like how I talk around my kids or anything like that, it comes down to the bottom line. I just don't want to talk about in school at that age. Like,
It's
cool,
not
talk
being
about it at
talked about in
60 when they're a
school.
little older, but that's it. That's where my
It's
mind
not.
stops. Like,
They're
you can't,
literally
it's not one of those things like
I don't
change my mind. It's
I
not
don't
one
know
of
if
those.
you
It's just like,
realize this, but this stuff is public information that's available, right? The only thing that's taught in Washington state about gender identity is that people can be different and that we should be inclusive. That's it. At elementary school levels, that's all they're taught. This is
Yeah.
publicly available information for public schools, right? Because that's ran by a school board, which is beholden to the public of that.
our city has had the drag times. They've done the drag time story hour.
Right,
They've
because
had
kids
parents
don't
walk into that
read.
stuff.
Because kids don't read. So drag
Well, the
queens
drag
make
queen
it
need to
fun
come in.
because they make
So,
it fun.
They're
They
a
make
character.
it
They're
fun.
playing a character. It's like having Elmo read to your kid. It's just a
But it's
character.
oriented in sexuality. But
No,
that's
it's
the
No,
part
not.
I
it's
get is, like,
not.
Drag queens aren't. I don't. Do you think are drag queens all like are drag queens a part of the LGBTQIA plus community? Ender?
I assume so. I
They're
mean,
not.
like a lot.
Not
Nope.
always.
Okay,
No,
Not
not all of them.
I'm a regular dude. I don't frequent those circles. I can't answer your questions like that.
Cool. I don't need you to
have a
be a
question,
part of
why
those
do I support
circles.
Trump?
I'm explaining this
That's
to you.
fine.
Yeah, you're complaining about less than 1% of the population because you bought in to the 215 million. Stop and listen. You bought into the 215 million attack ads that the Republican Party ran in 2024. You bought in to a
No, this is my fifth
non-issue.
2016, but
Have you
okay.
ever, hey Ender, have you ever called into Jimmy Snow on the line?
I've never called in. This is literally the first call-in thing I've ever done. I've never debated.
Fantastic.
I've never done anything. I'm not that kind of person. I don't really debate. But I saw your thing and I heard the dude before me and he was just, I don't know what that dude was on crack or
On
something.
something.
But
I agree. He was
Yeah.
definitely on something.
and the thing is, like I said, I guarantee you, if we talk about like 99% of things, we'll agree on like 99% of things. It's just like one or two things that I have a hard line on that the Republican Party has rallied against. And it's just like, another thing is like taxes, right? Like,
No,
like,
stop.
I'm
We're not
kidding. I'm
pivoting
military.
for a second. There's a reason I'm asking these questions, okay? Here's the thing. You think that being a part of the LGBTQ plus community is all about sexuality when it's not, right? Sex doesn't even have to be involved. Transgender is just your gender identity. That's it, right? That has
Yeah.
nothing to do with sex. Queer is about who
Okay.
you're attracted to. Still doesn't have anything to do with sex necessarily, right? That's an after effect, right? Asexuals is an aversion to sex, right? But they're
Yeah, I
included
get
in
that.
that community. Intersex people has nothing to do with sexuality. That has everything to do with either their chromosomal makeup or how they were born or a hormone imbalance within their body. You
That's
are making
all
something
fine
about
and
sex
dandy,
that isn't
but that has
necessarily
nothing to do
about
with me and my kids.
sex.
What
This
I'm
is
trying to say,
about
it has nothing to do with me and my
acceptance.
kids. I don't care.
Because
I don't
you
care.
are not accepting of people. You're just
Right.
not. If you are so against this being taught in school, you are not accepting
Then
of
why is my
people.
best friend who's gay thinks all these things? He thinks the same thing I do.
And my
Is he a
best
white
friend
man
who's
by
straight says that it never happened in
Is he
Washington.
a white man by chance?
I established that at the very beginning of the phone call.
Okay. Cool.
No, not
Well,
you, is your friend.
Not you. Your gay friend.
No, he's black. He's black.
Okay. Well, here's the thing. Gay men, guess what? I'm pansexual. Gay men are the weak link within our community. We are very, very, very much aware of that. What I want to describe to you, one is
The
the fact
weak
that
link?
drag is not the same as trans. Do you know who Miss Frizzle is?
Yeah, I know who Miss Frizzle is. Who doesn't?
Cool.
A group
If
in the 90s.
somebody dresses up as Miss Frizzle and reads to your kids, would you be mad about that?
As long as I don't have to answer my kid, like, why is there a dude in a dress?
Or Mrs.
Like,
Doubtfire.
You can say that clothes are made for everybody. Why is that so difficult for you?
Yeah, Mrs. Doubtfire had a context built into it. Mrs. Doubtfire.
Still a man
he was
wearing
a
a
bad
dress.
father.
Built in.
Yeah. The context of Mrs. Doubtfire was that he was a bad father who was ordered by the court to only have visitation and violated the court system to go see his kids illegally. That's the context of Mrs. Doubtfire.
Tyler Perry movies with
Yeah.
Medea.
My kids
That's
still haven't
Tyler
seen
Perry,
Mrs.
a
Doubtfire.
man wearing a dress.
Yeah, but that's for comedy, and he's not. It's
Great!
Not,
So is drag.
So is drag. Drag is for
So is
entertainment.
It's
Drag is
satire.
literally
You guys
for
are bringing-
entertainment.
you're
It
bringing
could
up,
be for
like-
comedy. I've
but it
seen
has
somebody give on a
nothing to do
comedic
with
stitch.
my concerns
It
to my
does.
kids
It
at that
does.
age.
No,
No,
you're
it
just pause, Ender. Right now I gave you a forcible pause because you're not understanding, right? This hasn't actually affected you. You literally you drank up all of the $215 million that Republicans spent on negative attack ads to go after 1% of the United States of America community. Right? Kids are not going to school as a boy and then coming home as a girl, as Donald Trump likes to say. That doesn't happen. Your kids are not being taught how to give someone fellatio. That doesn't happen. Your kids are not being taught about sex until it's age appropriate and you sign off on it. That's not happening. Monica's already explained that to you. I asked you about Jimmy Snow and the line because it just so happens that tomorrow is Thursday. And I'm going to encourage you to ask a transgender person questions like what you're bringing up right here. They're going to ask you for proof. So I hope that you get some ready for them when you're going to make a claim that this is being taught in your kid's school. I'm going to bring you up off mute.
And I didn't sign the waiver. Hello?
Yeah. Jimmy Snow and the
that's good.
line. I want you to look that up on your TikTok, on your YouTube.
Okay.
They have a
I can do
live
that.
stream that's going to start. You're in Pacific time, so it's going to start at 3 p.m. Pacific tomorrow.
3 p.m. Pacific tomorrow. Okay. I
Yep,
can do that. I'm off duty
it
that day.
typically runs for 3 hours. Luxander,
Like I said, I'm not
hold on.
I'm not
No,
opposed to debate, and I'm not opposed to hearing that's why I called in, because I have my own questions about the left and about another thing is like fiscal, right? That's another reason I have a support for Trump. Now, Trump, don't get me wrong, Trump is an orange, old, like in it for himself kind of dude. Like I don't like Trump.
thank you.
You know, there's bad Trump, and then there's good Trump. Like that's kind of like and it's weird. And the good Trump isn't really even Trump. It's just like policy that I agree with.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So
Pause for a second, Ender. I'm going to listen in. Someone is saying it's for about 2 hours tomorrow, so it's going to be from 3 to 5. I'm going
Okay.
to listen in to Jimmy Snow on the line tomorrow, and I am expecting to hear your voice calling in. They run the same system that I do where they have a call
Jimmy
screener.
Snow on the line.
Yep, real easy. Jimmy Snow on the line.
Okay.
You're going to call into their show tomorrow, and you're going to speak to Luxander. It is transgender.
Okay, that's fine. Like I said, I have no problem speaking to transgender people, or like I said, my best
Approach
friend
it
is
with
gay.
your questions. Okay? Approach it with your questions.
Okay, I will have questions, and I will have my, I guess, data sheet that I need to
They're
say,
gonna
hey, this is what I
ask you for
experienced.
information.
This is where it's at. Yeah, I'll have sources. So
Awesome.
I'll just make sure I look up the sources from what I've experienced here in Olympia. I guess to pivot, because I feel like we're at an impasse as far as like where our thoughts fall, right? To pivot to like the financial thing, like, so I live in Washington State, the highest taxed outside of California. I think we're close to California, if not almost about to beat them in taxes. The millionaire's tax, man, I'm not a millionaire. What I am afraid of is that property taxes have soared. And then now they're talking about having like counting your assets as income. There's a possibility. It's not, it's a rumor mill right now, and I'm hoping it stays a rumor mill. But like, the millionaire tax was a rumor mill that became reality. So my house I bought for $500,000, right? And in Washington State, $500,000, it was cheap. 10 years ago, that was cheap. Like we had median between 5 and 3 for a house big enough for me and my family. So we all have, no, I'm not doubling my kids up on bedrooms, right? So we bought our house, and now our house is worth $1.2 million. My property taxes are $12,000 a year. I'm a master sergeant in the Air Force. I'm an enlisted dude. I'm an officer. Like I don't make that much money. Me and my wife have to work. I have to put my child in daycare, which I'd rather not do. I'd rather have my wife spend all the time in the world. She would love to spend all the time in the world with our new baby. But just to have the house that we have, we felt blessed when we bought, and we could afford it and everything. But now watching my property taxes go up, and now they're talking about the possibility of this 3% jump, and them trying to get rid of the 1% limit of the property tax bill, right? They are taxing me out of my home. Like in a few years, another 10, 20, this is our forever home. Like we want to live here forever. We love this house. We love our neighborhood. We love our neighbors. We love Washington. Like through everything, through all the politics and all the nastiness and everything that's happened, we love it here, and we want to raise our family here. And we're fighting for that. And it's really hard in this like Democrat driven, like tax everything, tax everything. I'm sorry.
Do you vote down ballot?
You were really muffled. I'm sorry.
Do you vote down ballot?
Do I vote down ballot?
Yeah, like on your local ballots, do you vote for all the provisions, the ballot measures?
Oh, yes, I do. Yes, I do. Okay. Yeah, especially for the taxation stuff every year.
Cool. When you have mill levies on your ballot, do you vote for those or against those?
Mill levies?
Mm-hmm.
What do you mean?
Mill levies are usually things that increase your property tax because they're paying for roads or schools or water.
So they're pushing it as it's for schools, and a lot of people, like I used to vote for that because I was thinking, let's fund the schools, let's fund the schools.
And
but
also,
then,
to be clear, the tax increase proposed legislation in the Washington legislature has died in committee. It's not going anywhere.
No, didn't even pass.
Yeah, it was introduced last year, and it's
pushed it though.
Yeah, and same thing, like our Congress pushes repeat bills every time, every year.
I know, and so I have to live in fear that that's going to happen, because the thing is that the millionaire tax, I'm not a millionaire, I'm not going to probably be affected by it. It's going to hit in 2029. As long as it stays as they say it will, it won't affect us. But if history has anything to say about it, they're going to use that to pivot to a state income tax. And in a state that's highly taxed as it is, even though they say they're going to lower these taxes, they've never lowered taxes. Our tax bills have been nothing but skyrocket. I mean, I was
property taxes, but property taxes pay for everything around you.
And their property taxes haven't changed. It's 1% of the house value.
Right, but mine are already even at 1%. Mine are already at $12,000 a year.
Nope, that's is your house valued at $1.2 million?
Yes, it is, and I bought it for $500.
Yes, because of the
So
housing market.
I'm sitting on all this equity. Yeah, that's great. That's not It's not liquid money. It's not something. So
but that is the housing market because of federal policy of not putting forth infrastructure to build more houses.
Yeah, but we also have this problem within the Biden administration too. It's a general problem. And the thing is instead
what did the
of
Biden administration do with your property taxes?
Listen, instead of doing something to lighten the load, our state Democrats
they proposed legislation to do that. No, they proposed legislation to do that, to stop corporations from buying up homes.
Yep.
And guess what? Republicans shot it down. Did you know what happened
Trump
today? Bipartisanly, hold on. Bipartisanly, Republicans.
No, the opposite actually. Fucking hell.
Republicans and Democrats just passed a bill together in the House and the Senate that would restrict large corporations from buying up single family homes so that they own all of them, which then increases the valuation of your house, increasing your property tax. Donald Trump just said he's not signing it.
I haven't seen that.
Okay.
He said it today.
I remember he made an executive order to stop BlackRock from buying.
That doesn't do anything. You can't control private corporations with executive orders.
Yeah, that requires legislation. And to be clear, it was Donald Trump who rolled back the pieces within the Dodd-Frank Act that was passed during Obama's time in office that made it so that corporations had to wait a waiting period before they could bid on homes because they can always be the highest bidder. Donald Trump rolled that back in his first administration. Donald Trump made it possible for BlackRock to go out and purchase homes and increase the value in neighborhoods. Also, if your house was $500,000 when you purchased it and now you have a $700,000 increase in property value, that's a pretty fucking good investment. It's a good
investment but it's not realized until I sell. And like I explained, I don't want to sell.
It's not realized until you use it. You don't have to sell. Get a HELOC.
I don't want to get a HELOC. I don't want to take out any equity. I don't need to, but I also don't want to pay this ridiculous amount in taxes.
Cool. Then you're living above your means.
Because my house.
Mm-hmm.
Then you're living above your means.
I didn't start that. I was well within my means 10 years ago. Well within.
Budgets change.
Capitalism.
I was well within my means 10 years ago. I'm in the military. We don't make that much money.
Oh, I'm aware.
I know.
I'm aware.
And that's also another thing is like, oh, why are we giving the military all this money? It's like
I don't complain about that. I don't complain about giving military enlisted.
I complain when it's for munitions and not for our troops, actually.
Yeah, I'm okay with the proposed 7% pay raise that has been proposed constantly by the Democrats in Congress that keep getting shot down and diluted and reduced by Republicans in Congress. I'm okay with giving our military members pay raises. I'm not okay with them putting a $1.5 trillion budget to restock our supplies, because they spent it on a useless war that did nothing, and now we're in a worse position where we were. But the point is, you're not talking to people that don't care about the military. We do. I care about the people that work there. I also know for a fact that I believe it's about 23% of all active duty service members are on SNAP.
Yep.
Or they were. Because they don't get paid enough.
Right. You're not
right.
Wrong. And the thing is in Olympia, right, when we got activated in the 2020 riots, I had to go stand on a line, and I was activated by the governor, Jay Inslee.
Right, because that's the law. That's
right.
That's U.S.
I was
Code
activated
10.
by the governor that I had to go and stand on the line, and I got spit on. I got bottles filled with shit and piss thrown at me. I've got called all kinds of gross names for standing on a line. All we were doing was making sure
You
that each
signed up to
precinct
defend
in
that.
downtown
That's the
Seattle
First
didn't go
Amendment.
down.
You signed up to defend their right to do that.
Women
by the way.
experience that in southern states specifically when they go to abortion clinics. So I don't have any sympathy for you.
Okay.
Sorry, I don't.
You-
I don't have sympathy for
From
people
here.
that voted. I don't have
I'm not
sympathy
from
for
the
people.
South.
I don't have sympathy. I don't care. I don't have sympathy for people that voted to make that okay because of the recent First Amendment
I didn't vote
decision
for
by
that.
SCOTUS.
You did.
That make
What'd you
it
take your oath
okay.
to? What'd you take your oath to?
The United States. I mean, what do you mean? What did I take my oath to? That's kind of a
Constitution.
The
self-explanatory thing.
Constitution, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you
So are we
are
saying the
protecting
Constitution is
the
bad
First
now?
Amendment.
Are we
Nope.
pivoting to the Constitution?
Oh my God,
No,
no.
I'm just.
Okay. I was just saying, because trust me, I've had people do that, and I'm just like, are you kidding me right now? It's a bill. Like, there's a Bill of Rights, the Constitution. It's the whole reason we have our system as free as it is now. Like, yeah, sorry. I've had outlandish, experiences in Olympia and Seattle and stuff with like left, right? And it's been so far left that I used to be like middle left. And now they've moved so far left that it's put me
No, they
into the
haven't.
right column
And
for some reason.
I
It's
have news for
strange.
you. You were never on the left, not according to the world spectrum.
No.
We don't
I
have a
heard
left conservative party in Japan.
Yeah.
The liberals are on the right. Y'all can hate me for saying that. You guys hate me for saying that every fucking day. Liberals are on the right. On the world
Marco
spectrum,
Rubio is a liberal. Like Marco Rubio is a staunch liberal.
I mean, honestly, it's been my experiences, my lived experiences have pushed me to where I'm at and who I support right now. And it's always been so vitriolic and violent and just
I have news for you.
accusatory.
If you
another
can
thing is
let,
like I'm a
if
white
you
dude,
can
right?
allow someone else's words or someone else's, like one person's words or actions to change your entire political ideology, you were never true to that ideology in the first place.
No, I don't think I wouldn't say that it's changed completely changed. Like I told you, like we probably would agree on like 99% of things. There's just some things that I have a hard line on, mainly because of my faith. Another one is because of I don't see that as, conducive for my kids. I want something a little bit more sane and a little less like chaotic as far as structure goes.
Are you Christian?
Yeah, I explained that at the beginning.
Jesus was a communist.
Oh, I'm fully aware. Yeah.
So why are you
you're
voting
not-
against leftist ideology? Because that's communism.
Because communism doesn't work. The communism doesn't work, and it's never worked, and that's the problem.
No, it's never been
actually-
implemented.
It's never actually, it's never been correct. That's what everyone always says. It's never been correctly implemented. Show me someone that correctly implements it.
The
then I'll
indigenous
take it.
population.
Before
The-
colonization, yeah.
Yep, the indigenous
Yeah, but you're
population
talking
before
about
the white
before
colonizers
technology.
came
That
here.
you're talking about before technology, which then adds a whole other like spin on things.
Doesn't
So-
matter. You asked me to show you one that worked and existed. It did. Communism, indigenous populations.
Okay, but there was no companies. There were no. You lived
Yes,
in
because
tents and you hunted
capitalism-
and gathered.
Capitalism.
Capitalism is the
Yeah, I know what
antithesis
capitalism is. Yeah,
of
companies are capitalism. I
communism.
get it. Yeah.
Yeah. You are right
Communism,
now
what I'm trying to
complaining
say is
about
a
capitalism coming
commune,
in and
right? A
destroying everything
commune.
that you know and destroying what was communism and what worked because they didn't have capitalism. They didn't have currency, right? They had trading and bartering. They had to each their ability to each their own, right? Like to each their need, to each their ability to each their need, which is exactly what Jesus preached. Sir, if you are in support of capitalism, you are not a true Christian and you are not following Jesus's word. So please
I live in a
miss
system.
me
I live in a system just like you do.
with saying that it's because of your religion that you vote for Republicans.
I'm talking about my stance on things, not necessarily that I vote for Republican.
What stance on what thing? What stance on what thing? What I don't yeah, Obama had 100% of the vote and you know what? In 10 years, Trump's going to have 0% of the vote. I don't care. What stance does your religion dictate?
What do you the stance of like the trans thing we talked about earlier? Like,
Jesus had his feet washed by prostitutes and gay people, and also in
right.
the Jewish
Yeah.
Talmud, which, friendly reminder, people, Jesus was Jewish, right? He was a
Yeah.
part of the
Jesus was
Judaic
Jewish.
faith.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. In the Jewish Talmud, they recognize 6 genders. Jesus recognized that people didn't.
I've
Yeah, I
never
know
seen that.
you've never heard that
I
before. I know
I know a
it's
lot of
cool.
Jewish people, and I
Yeah,
know a lot of them are not on the
I'm
trans
sure you
thing.
do. What is a eunuch?
sure you do.
So,
What is a
like
eunuch?
I said,
What is a
I will
eunuch?
look up. I will try to
Ender.
educate myself tonight on the
Ender.
trans thing before I have another debate on it, because I'm obviously not spun up as you are on it. I
Yeah.
just know what my experience has been with it, and it's been unpleasant.
Cool. What is a eunuch?
A eunuch's when someone has their balls chopped off.
No. There are 3 different types of
That's
eunuchs.
literally
There are
a
3
eunuch.
different types of eunuchs.
You can be
Well, I didn't
born
know that. I
without
know
the
that
parts.
when you take a boy at a certain age, you cut. They used to do that to
You can also be
barbaric.
born without it.
I will read it. Matthew
Okay.
19:12. For there are eunuchs who were born that way, and there are eunuchs who have been made eunuchs by others, and there are those who choose to live like eunuchs for the sake of the kingdom of heaven. The one who can accept this should accept
That's trans people.
That's a big jump from choosing to be something rather than you were born into it and or made into it.
And guess what? Reread the part where it said, or choose to be, please.
And there are those who choose to live like eunuchs for the sake of the kingdom of heaven. The one who can accept this should accept it. You are making a big leap by choosing to come up with your stance on trans people based off of nothing that was ever said in the Old Testament or the New Testament.
Maybe
never mentioned trans people.
I will look up. I will look up that passage, and then I will also look up any others that might reference trans. Like I said, I'm not as well studied in this stuff as you are. I'm just a dude. This is my first ever quote unquote debate. I've never called in any show. I just saw the title and I was like, that'd be an interesting conversation, because I literally am curious as to, like,
I'm just telling you, you're going against the word of Jesus, especially in Matthew's 5. Said you're going against the word of Jesus, especially in Matthew's 5.
Matthew's 5.
Yep.
Right. Let me look that up for a second.
Because that was where you read it from, right? Matthew 5?
That was Matthew 19:12.
19, my bad. 19:12.
19:12?
Mhm.
Give me a second. Okay, Matthew 19:12, a biblical verse where Jesus explains that celibacy and singleness are valid, God-given choices for some believers. So that's celibacy and singleness is the context. And
yeah, where are you reading that from?
Google. That's
Google AI.
Like really the Google AI.
Eunuchs are not. Oh my God, eunuchs are not
3
celibates.
categories of eunuchs: born this way, individuals who are born with natural physical conditions, intersex traits, or congenital orientations, which we talked about. Made by men, individuals who are physically castrated, forcibly altered by others. For the kingdom of heaven, individuals who voluntarily choose a life of celibacy and singleness to dedicate their time, energy, and resourcefulness fully to God's work. That's what the choice is. It's the choice of celibacy and singleness. That is the context in which the Bible is, and that's straight up.
By the way, he's reading Google AI.
It.
Hold on. He's reading Google AI overview, which is citing called BibleReference.com, and it says, "What does Matthew 19:12 mean?" Which is interesting because God told us, yes, and Culture Watch. I see that there is also Bible Gateway that it is. This is why you look at the paper clips.
There's also Bible.com.
If you listen to the Word of God, if you listen to, why are you guys like this? If you listen to the Word of God as a Christian, you would know that you are not to lean unto your own understanding. So it's interesting that you would take the word of a random website who is trying to decipher what Jesus meant versus what it actually says in the Bible.
And in Aramaic, they didn't have I just want to be clear, Aramaic, which is the original text of the Bible, had no word for celibacy.
Correct.
So it was not used anywhere in the Bible.
Okay, you're going far beyond my understanding. I don't know Aramaic. I don't know that. Okay, I've gone to church.
What the Bible was originally written in Hebrew and Aramaic.
This is my understanding of it, right?
That's
This is
wrong.
also
You're
what I
not
agree
supposed to
with.
lean onto your own understanding.
but-
Do not lean onto your own understanding.
Okay.
Yeah, the closest
Then
they
how do
got
you
to
decipher? Okay, then how do you
having a word for
decipher?
celibacy was betuleta, which meant virgin, which was not used in that sentence in Matthew's 19 in the original Aramaic. So they had a word for abstaining, which was virgin, what we now know as virgin, and that was not used. It was saris, saris, that was used for eunuch, not the same thing.
What was it? Sadis?
Saris versus betuleta. And I'm probably butchering that because, I don't speak Aramaic.
Yeah, nothing's coming up on that. AI was like, oh, I'm sorry, is this an Indian dress? I'm like, no, this is not what that is. Yeah, my understanding is exactly what the Google AI and what mainstream Christianity thinks of that passage, and that's my understanding.
Okay, well, I don't
So I
care
mean,
what
you say
mainstream
one
has
thing,
decided
but
it
my
is.
understanding is celibacy, singleness. Like
And it
that's
would
what
be
the
wrong
Catholic
by
priests,
the original
priests take
text.
on that oath.
That
Catholic
would
priests
be
take on that oath for the kingdom of God.
that
And
would
that's
be
the
wrong by
understanding
the
of the Catholic
original
priesthood.
text.
Okay, but you're refuting, like,
Wait, are you
why do
saying
priests
you're
take the oath of
Catholic?
celibacy?
I'm sorry, wait, are you saying you're Catholic?
And I'm saying, am I a Catholic?
Yeah.
No, I'm not a Catholic.
Okay, thank God.
I have family that's Catholic, but I'm not a Catholic. But I'm saying that there are Catholic priests who take that passage and literally it's applied to them and their life. They take an oath of celibacy for the kingdom of God.
Which version
Right?
of the Bible do you read?
I've read many versions. I've read the the King James text. I've read there's the Fusion Bible. There's the NIV. Yeah, I mean,
What
I usually just fall
denomination?
back to the good
What
old
denomination
King
do you
James.
claim? I'm just curious.
What now?
What denomination of Christian do you claim?
I'm non-denominational. I just
Non-denominational.
believe in Jesus. Yeah, I just believe in Jesus. Like if you go to
Okay.
like most churches in Washington,
No, you're fine.
they're
I
all
was just curious.
they're
I was
most-
raised Baptist. I was just curious. I wasn't trying to get you in anything.
That's
yeah,
funny. Thanks,
I'm
Molly.
I'm non-denominational. I believe in Jesus. I believe in Jesus' teachings. I think everyone should be approached with love, no matter like how you feel about them. No one should be hated, right? I believe like when you were saying that Jesus's feet were like Jesus washed the feet of prostitutes. Yeah,
No, he let
that's
prostitutes wash
absolutely
his
true.
feet
Yeah,
and vice versa.
yeah.
I love
lepers. Yeah,
the Lord.
he says, bring me your sinner, bring me the broken. I want the people that need me. That's Jesus. That's the love of Jesus. That's what I follow, right? My best friend is atheist, but he respects my viewpoint on Jesus. He respects my religion
I
because
don't.
of
Yeah, I
the
have no
way.
problem. Me and Ari, I have no problem if you practice your religion as long as you do not use said religion to oppress others. I'm totally fine with that.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, like anytime I see like Westboro Baptist Church, like those assholes. Like anytime I see like somebody trying to shove religion down their throat, it's like, stop. Why are you doing that? Stop it. If they're not accepting, they're not accepting. They're not ready for it. Like they're not in the stage in their life where they're gonna accept it. Like why try to cram it
Cool,
down
but
their
you're
throat?
using the Bible to come up with your stance on trans people, which I don't understand because it's not in the Bible anywhere. So
Yeah.
I don't understand it.
I'm not.
And
That's
eunuchs
not.
exist, and
No.
they're broadly known to be accepted within the trans community because that's basically what it is. Which, by the way, do you let your gay friend go around your kids? I would assume.
Yes. Yeah, yes, I do.
Okay.
And no, he does not bring his boyfriend around or anything like that. That's
Why?
not something he does. I don't know.
Why?
He just never has.
Huh.
So usually when I hang out, we hang out like mano a mano, and like we've been in bands together, so like we play music together and stuff like that. And like he's a nerd, like I am. We all play Magic Gathering, but like his boyfriend doesn't do any of that stuff. His boyfriend's actually like pretty manly for a gay dude. He's like really manly dude.
Wonder why he
And we
doesn't come
kind of tease
around.
him about that. I'm like, which one's what? You know, and we poke fun with each other, you know, because it's okay to joke with gay people. It's okay. We can joke about the stereotypes. If you don't have a
We
sense of humor,
can.
what do you have?
Yeah, we can joke
Within
about
the
gay
community,
people.
we
Yeah,
can.
yeah.
I mean, I can. I haven't had a problem. Not at all. Like,
I mean, at least for me, and I'm
you
sure
don't
I
know me.
speak for
You
Moni
don't
on
know
this
me,
one.
so out of context, you don't know
You're
me.
not
So
invited to the gay bar. That's all just at least for us.
actually, I have been.
I said
There's
for
a
us.
Not by
You're
me,
called
is what I'm
Jake's on
saying.
Fourth,
yeah,
and
we're
I've gone to
saying
Jake's on Fourth with my friend multiple times, and I've been hit on, and I'm like, sorry, man, I'm just here.
we're saying you're not invited to the gay bar with us.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah.
I've got my own gay people. It's fine. Either way, I feel like there's another thing too. Like everyone's so against like jokes and things like that. It's like, hey, look, if it's not malicious, it's not malicious. Get off the high horse. Like, come on, man.
Intent
We're all
over
friends here.
impact. Have you heard this phrase? Intent over impact?
I've not heard that phrase. No.
You should probably look it up.
Intent over impact. Is that what you said?
Or I guess technically it would be
So-
impact over intent. My bad. Impact
But
over
I think there's
intent.
also context. Context is everything, right? Context is everything. If your words aren't meant as malicious and they're understood to not be malicious, then they're not malicious. Now, if you have something that somebody's underhandedly saying and they're malicious about it and they're being like passive aggressive, then that guy's an asshole. Like if you have something on your mind,
because you can use words.
If I have a disagreement with my friend, I'll let him know, and he'll be like, "Yeah, I understand your stance."
Sure, you can use oppressive language without the intent of being oppressive. That language was used oppressively for a community. That's why we talk about impact versus intent.
Okay, so you're saying that it's okay to joke then, or you're saying that it's not okay to joke? Because if my friend is joking, am I supposed to just be like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna
Does your gay friend use the F slur by chance?
in joking manners, yeah. Like,
do you?
He'd be like, "Oh man, look at this," you know.
Right. Sure.
And
totally.
I look at him, I'm like, "What are you?"
Do you?
And he's like, he starts
use
laughing
it?
about it. Yeah, because he's not afraid to laugh at himself or laugh at the situation.
I understand that.
He's very laughably.
Ender, do you use it?
Do I use it? Hell no.
Okay.
Good.
Exactly.
That's just like I don't use the N-word either.
Exactly. Because it's an oppressive word. So your intent doesn't matter because it is oppressive. Within the queer community, there's a reason why gay men can say it because they've kind of taken it back from the oppression. But I can't say it and I'm in the community. Why? Because I'm not a gay man.
Okay. But we still make gay jokes and it's funny. I just don't use the slur, right? Like it's kind of understood that you just don't say something unkind like that. Like it's just being a human, decent person, right?
Yeah, I agree.
Like I'm not. Yeah, like I said, we'll agree on like 90% of things. I just have my hard stance on some things, and my friend understands that. He's actually been like, yeah, I don't really agree with that either. He's in my camp. He's like, I think they should be a little older to where they understand things a little bit more.
Sure. And what I would say to you, I would love for him to call in one day when Audie is here or when we are here, or have him call in with Jimmy Snow in the line, because there's probably some internalized homophobia that is going on, or a lack of education and a lack of understanding. There is a lot of times in the community, which is why I say gay men are the weak link in our community, is because they think they will then be picked and accepted if they go against something that's being rallied against in society. They're not going to be picked. They still will not be accepted. That's just how that works. And I guarantee there's a lack of education there.
We were in a band together a long time ago on Warped Tour. And, you know, things happen when you're drinking, you know, and you're out and especially playing music, and a lot of people are roughnecks and stuff like that. Like, and there's been things where I've had to step up into a spot to like step into place for him to be like, hey, you don't talk to my friend that way. I'll make you swallow your teeth. You know what I mean? Like,
okay,
there's things like that. He's experienced that for sure.
Yeah,
100%.
yeah. Almost everybody has. So that's cool. Well,
so my other question is this:
Oh, I would love to answer it, Ender, but I'm at my time for the show.
Okay.
So I go live 5 days a week, Monday through Thursday. I go live at 6 p.m. Central, so that's 4 o'clock for you. You're welcome to call in
Mhm.
another time, preferably not on that
Okay.
specific topic, because I want you to talk to Luxander.
Okay.
It is very knowledgeable on these subjects, and I say it because their pronouns are they, it, and I'm trying to
They it.
reassociate the yes, they go
That's a
by
new
it.
one for me. I haven't heard that
Yep.
one.
Yep, and I'm trying to reassociate the word it with a non-negative connotation. So, trying to use it because that's what it prefers. So, I want you to call into Luxander, right? If you call into me
Okay.
first before you call into Luxander on Jimmy Snow on the line, I will move on and just to get to another caller, and I want you to speak to it first, okay?
Okay. Sounds
I
good. Can
want
I
you to
ask
speak
one
to Lux.
question?
As long as it's short.
Is that yes. So I mean, it could be. It just depends on your response. So one of the things is like, yeah, I get it. Like white people are villainized and stuff like that now. All of a sudden, like, how do I address that with my kids who have heard this multiple times now in their school, where like that just gets brought up, like white people are responsible for this, and then he's like, oh, I feel kind of uncomfortable because I feel like we're responsible for that. It's like, buddy, you're not responsible for anything. You didn't do anything. You have a different mindset of the people that came before you that share the color of your skin, and you're better than they are. So
Just like you just did.
Just
how do I address
that's how you do
that?
it. That's how you do it. You explain it to them. That's a bad time in our history. We can't ignore the fact that it happened, but society has progressed where we no longer engage in things like slavery, right?
Right.
Or the
But
systemic
how does
oppression
how
of
does
Black people, the systemic oppression of the indigenous, the systemic oppression of women. We don't actively engage in things like that. You let him know, or your daughter know, they are going to be better by being accepting of all of these people, but we have to learn history and not ignore it.
right? Yeah, and I agree with that. Like
It
I'm 100%. I hate erasing history. Like I want my kids to know where we came from. So those who don't know history are doomed to repeat it, right? I just want to make sure that my kids and the people that are addressing my kids aren't like putting the blame on them for something they have nothing involved with. You know what I mean? It's I've experienced it. Like, oh, you're just a cis white man. Like, oh, okay.
Well, you have to also
Um,
learn about white privilege. You have to learn about white
oh,
privilege and what it
I'm
is.
aware of white privileges and stuff like
Okay,
that, but I'm just a
that's
dude,
it.
and I'm like just living my life, and I'm doing everything
You
like
are, but
I'm
and
nice
one
to
of
my neighbor. I'm
you
nice
are
to
a dude
everybody.
living
Like
your
I
life.
don't
You
start stuff.
are Ender. You are a dude living your life, and one of those aspects of living your life is the privilege to never have to deal with your skin color as an obstacle in your life. That's it.
or your gender.
I totally get that, but at
Cool.
the same
That's
time, I
it.
don't think I should be like chastised for it. If that makes sense.
You just have to recognize the privilege. It's all jokes, right? We can joke around without people getting upset. So we joke around
Yeah,
about your
and
white male
of course, my
privilege.
black friend has made that joke all the time, but it's just a joke. But I'm talking about the people that are serious. You know what I mean? Like he'll be like, "Yeah, your white ass with your big ass house, blah blah blah." Like he'll
Well, it
talk
is
about
worth
that.
$1.2 million, so
It is honestly, it's more of a curse than it is a blessing. Like right now, like I told you, like in a couple of years, I could be taxed out of my home. My mortgage payments are getting ridiculous because of that. So that's another thing I wanted to talk about. But you're out of time. I want to respect your time. I
Thank you.
appreciate you guys being understanding and talking to me. I know that every MAGA is like deemed. I'm not really MAGA. I just lean more right. um, I appreciate you guys talking,
No,
and I'm not much of a debater, so sorry if I couldn't like come at you with facts and be all confrontational and more interesting for your viewers. But I appreciate you hearing me out, and next time I'd like to get more information from you rather than me just talking most of the time, because I was looking for more understanding from you guys on my questions. So and you gave me some for sure. So I appreciate it.
all right, no problem.
all
Have a
right.
good night.
Thank you.
You too. Bye bye.
We'll remind everyone of this real quick.
I love the Lord.
Read your book.
Read your book. Oh yeah, that's the other one. Where is it?
I just didn't have that part added on.
Wait,
to
do I
it,
not
but yeah,
have?
that's the whole one.
Do we
I
not
don't
have
know
the
if we have the
soundbite
whole one. I don't remember.
of me saying how quickly you forget your Bible? Where is that soundbite?
Oh
What the?
yeah.
buckets of oats. I don't see that here. I'm gonna have to find that then. Oh wait, no, there it is. It's a jam.
How quickly you forget your Bible. Your Bible. How quickly you forget your Bible.
But the real thing is I want to make sure we don't forget JD Vance. All right, guys. I want to make sure we don't forget JD Vance.
And now I'm just all like, I would have 9 kids, but you know, as you know, it takes 2 to tango. And now I'm just all like, I would have 9 kids, but you know, as you know, it takes 2 to tango.
JD Vance is not hitting it.
Not
All
at
right,
all.
I just want to remind you guys, JD Vance is not hitting it. Married men have less sex than single men or single women. It's just kind of like a fact. So anyways, guys, if you are watching over on TikTok, I have each, or not TikTok, YouTube, I have each of the streams going to different directions. You guys will get to see whether you see Erica or whether you see Hector when you are logged off. So you guys have fun being split one of two ways. If Twitch wants to give me somebody to raid, you guys can. Thank you so much for being here. Corey, I don't want to leave you out. Thank you so much for the 5 gifted memberships. Ryu, ooh, scary rainbows. I'm sorry I didn't get to ask this question, Happy Dark. 2 questions. Have you lived or worked outside the United States for a year or more? Are you a middle-class kid? If that was for him, I'm sorry I didn't get to answer the question. No, I've never lived outside of the United States for a year or more. I was born outside of the United States, and I was a middle-class kid. Actually, I think we were technically poverty, but hey. And
Yeah,
thank
it's
you
like
guys for all
lower
the
middle
jewels.
class, yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say we were definitely lower middle class. All right, well, YouTube, you guys have fun going over to Erica and Hector individually. Y'all make sure to say Ari raid, or no, sorry, gotta bring this back. Placenta raid. They'll understand it. Placenta raid.